All right, hello everyone. Welcome back, episode 2, Shining in the Darkness. I'm your host, Don. It is January 1st, 2021, start of a new year. New year, new me, right? So quick recap. Last week we started. We are this guy's son, and our dad, and also this princess got lost in this big labyrinth, and so we're like one of the best swordsmen. They're like, go find your princess and maybe also your dad, but we really don't care that much about him. And then we got murdered. We murdered a bunch of slimes, and then we got murdered by a killer bee. Or two. I think there was actually two when we died. And then we woke up in the shrine, and I saved and said, that's enough for today. Excuse me. So let's see. Well, let's just get our bearings back. So we're level 5. We got 54 HP. I'm sure we're at full health because we just died and saved. How much money do we have? Let's see. Let's just hit buy. Let's see how much we got. Armor. We have 75 gold. That's probably not enough for like anything. So let's just go dive back down. Let's see if we can kind of remember how to navigate this first chunk of the labyrinth. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed their New Year's Eve celebrations into New Year's Day. Obviously, with what's going on in the world right now, probably the most different New Year's celebration you've had, but that's okay, because as long as you were happy and able to spend time with your family or friends, or do it, really, it's honestly about whatever you wanted to do, right? If you didn't want to spend time with your family, then power to you. And I just hope you enjoyed it. That's the most important thing. And I hope you're looking forward to the next year. Obviously, these are just like, you know, my view is that these are just like arbitrary dates that we're talking about. And, you know, you should always be striving to make better versions of yourself. But at the same time, I do acknowledge that like the start of a new year is a really good time to say, oh, this is the year I'm gonna work out every day. And, you know, don't shame people for trying new things on New Year's. If you go to the gym a lot, don't be like, oh, I hate all these new people going to the gym and ruins everything. You know, they want to get in shape, and, you know, that if they're paying for the gym, then they have the right to use it. You know, if you see someone learning an instrument for the new year, they'll be like, oh, wow, you suck. Like, encourage people, because you know, negativity is the reason people stop their goals when they realize things aren't going well. Myself, for New Year's, oh crap, that's the chest. I have a couple goals. One of them is regulate my sleep schedule. I want to try and wake up at 7 o'clock every day. This way I'm not super duper tired in the morning, which sucks because I love staying up late. Like, I feel like binging video games until, you know, the latest hours of the day is the best. But, you know, I gotta be a little bit more of an adult now. Oh crap, we don't want to go this way. We want to go this way. What else? I want to try, you know, keep a consistent schedule with this series. Not just Shining in the Darkness, but, you know, just make sure I'm continuing to post things. I mean, the main reason I'm doing this is just to, I don't know, I think if I were to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and just be like slug on over, I'd look like that cave slug on the bottom left. That's me in the morning. If I were to just like go over to my Genesis and turn on the controller and start playing, like, I just like mindlessly be playing the game and not get anything done. And so doing a little recording helps me kind of, I don't want to say wake up, but it helps me feel productive throughout the day. I could be like, oh yeah, like I made a recording today, and then I gotta go after the recording, I gotta go make a thumbnail, and then, you know, I gotta get up and move around a little bit. So I guess that's one of them. My other, I think my third obtainable resolution is to practice 30 minutes a day. I don't know if I mentioned this already. 30 minutes a day on an instrument. It could be guitar or bass. I could sing for 30 minutes. I can write music. Just, it's a big part of my life. I think I lost, especially because of having to quarantine. It's been a lot more difficult to like meet up with people, be like, yo, let's jam out for a bit. So I want to try and get that back. And I mean, it's something I'm very passionate about, so there's no reason I shouldn't. There wasn't a reason I should have stopped, but I did. I'm like mediocre at most of the musical things I do, but mediocre is not bad. I knew there was a chest there too. I realized that we should probably go for the dark jelly first, because they deal the most damage. These guys deal like 1 damage. Yeah, see? And then also there's always just like the general like resolution to be a better person. It's important. I don't really know how to start doing that. I think I need to just examine my actions more often. Make sure I'm doing the right things. We have no herbs. Okay, we're gonna leave. I know, that was a really uneventful dive, but I'm sure we got a lot of money. We got experience, and I kind of retraced my steps and was able to, sorry, gotta stop scratching my face. It's so dry, so it's very hard. I retrace my steps to get ready for a long road of playing this game. But it's 1:35 p.m. right now. I'll probably be playing for. I'll probably say I'll play for 3 hours. Stop. That's to say that the video should keep a normal 30-minute length. So today's will just be separated into multiple different videos, and for your own enjoyment, you could skip around if you're like, wow, the beginning of this really sucks because he's just mindlessly swinging at man-apes. And my skin has been so dry this winter. It's the first winter in a new apartment, and on top of having a chihuahua who actually, she has not been shedding that much lately, as much as she normally does, which is good. That's been good for my allergies, but still very dry. Some days I'll wake up and I'll look in the mirror and the episode of My Life as a Teenage Robot where Jenny gets like robo acne and she gets like a huge forehead, and it's like all like, it's not really gross because it's just metal, but she thinks it's gross. And like her whole forehead's like enlarged out. That's what my forehead looks like sometimes. And maybe it does now, but I specifically have the quality of the camera, a quality of camera so low that you can't see my life as a teenage robot forehead. Not to say that the camera's bad. It's just like a normal Logitech 720p webcam. And it's really reliable. Unlike, I was playing around with this like kind of, I don't want to say cheap, but kind of Chinese manufactured like 4K GoPro clone, and it causes so many problems that I was just like, you know what, let's just stick with the Logitech for now because it's consistent, and I ring the bell. It just always works. Like I don't have to worry about it like dying on me in the middle of the recording, so that's good. I think I mentioned I got a VR headset. It is the Valve Index. Thing is absolutely beautiful, man. It was so, I've had having so much fun with it. Very little buyer's remorse. I think I mentioned that. And just like everyone, the big thing, everyone was like, oh yeah, that thing's such a pain in the ass to set up and play with because of the cable. The cable gets a little annoying sometimes, but the setup was so easy. And like, I'm the kind of guy that has like every outlet taken. Like, I'm facing like every console I own that's using 2 different wall outlets and extension cords, right? And I had like zero trouble. I'm just gonna buy a lot of herb. I think that's enough. And like I found 2 places in the corner of my living space. I plugged the things in. I plugged the cable into my computer, and then I turned it on, and you take the little remote, you like trace out a square with the, I keep calling it a Joy-Con, I don't really know what it's actually called, but yeah, you do that, and then you start playing. Like I probably took me 30 minutes from the time I opened the box to start playing Beat Saber. Like, and I haven't had any problems. I mean, the only problem is that I think I have like a 7-foot tall ceiling, and I'm 6'2", so already there's only 10 inches between me and the top of the ceiling. And then, I can easily touch the ceiling with my hand, but the area I chose to play is right below a fan. And so, first I had the fan on, and that was a mistake, and I didn't hurt myself, luckily, but I did hit the fan. I think I hit the inside, so it wasn't really a big deal. I'm more worried about damaging the hardware. So that's been annoying. With, like, Beat Saber, it's fine, because everything is kind of, like, you know, eye level or lower. You never have to go up like that. But, Half-Life Alyx, when you're, like, looking up and trying to grab things, I was hitting the fan a lot. And Gorn, especially, when I'm, like, rapidly swinging. If you don't know what Gorn is, it's like just like a gladiator battle game. They give you a weapon, you beat the crap out of things. It was a lot of fun, but I kept hitting the fan. So then I was like, oh, I have this other space in my apartment that's more square. So I figured it might work better. It's like the same width, but also as the one I'm currently using, but also has the same amount of depth. But yes, last night when I stopped playing, I was like, oh, let me just set it up now so I don't have to do it tomorrow, or at least plan the setup. And I realized I have a light fixture there, which is like, you know, like 3 inches closer to the ceiling than the fan. But I touched it, and that thing is like loose from the ceiling, and I'm like, I'm gonna swing and hit that, and it's gonna fall to the ground, and it's made of glass. So I was like, you know what, we're just gonna stick with this and get used to it. A lot of times I'll like play on my knees when I know I have to like grab something that's high up. It's just part of the experience. But I mean, other than that, which has nothing to do with the actual Valve Index, it is an amazing piece of hardware. I only had a small experience playing on an Oculus once, and it was nice, but I think there's a lot more immersion. The speakers in the Valve Index are crazy, and like, I remember taking off the Oculus, like, you have a little bit of light that will seep through the headset sometimes, and you kind of take it off, and you're like, oh yeah, like, I was just wearing a screen on my face. When I took off the Valve Index the first time, I actually didn't know where I was. I was like, oh, I thought I was in, like, post-apocalyptic Half-Life Alyx world. Like, oh, why the heck am I in this, like, tiny apartment? Yeah, the immersion is crazy, and it just works. Like, which is also so cool. And, you know, I love technology, new and old. I think there's some crazy feats of development in the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo and all that stuff. And back then, I'd probably be saying the same thing. But now, like this is modern hardware, right? this thing, and it's so cool. That being said, it's not it's different than like buying a new video game console, right? I'd say the hardware is definitely there, and it can do whatever you tell it to do. I think the software is the next thing that needs to go, and that meaning like games. It's very, like, I'm playing Beat Saber. Beat Saber's awesome. Playing Half-Life Alyx, that's really cool. It makes me a little dizzy, so I can't play it for an extended period of time. But it's not like, after I'm playing on the headset, I'm like, oh, okay, now I want to like sit down and play Shining in the Darkness, or I want to play Binding of Isaac or something. So it's not, I wouldn't build a computer. Like, if you're just interested in VR, don't build, like, I don't think the Valve Index is for you, because you have to build a computer that can handle it. Whereas, like, I think, like, the Oculus is good because it's catered towards people who don't play a lot of video games, right? So I have the Valve Index, and I have my computer that can run it, and then I use my computer to play other games. But if I didn't really like video games, but still wanted a VR headset, which is probably a really popular thing right now, like, a lot of people are like, I want to try this VR thing because it seems really cool. Like when the Wii came out and sold astronomical amounts of units because it was different. So yeah, if you're like thinking of getting a VR headset, but you don't really like just like gaming, I would probably get the Oculus, because A, it's cheaper, and B, again, you don't have to build a computer that can handle regular video games, then only getting half the value from it. What's over here? I have yet to play VR chat. I'm very excited to do that. I've never even played it without a headset on, but I assume it will be very fun. It's a little dry in here. I think my humidifier ran out of water in the reservoir halfway through the night, so a little dry, but that, or I have COVID. Which I don't have COVID. And the last time I left my house for anything other than work, which, by the way, no one's in the office right now, so I don't have to worry about getting it at work, was to buy video games. So, I mean, I guess I could have gotten it there, but I have a mask on, and I don't touch anyone, and I only touch the things I purchase, so, or plan on purchasing. But yeah, when I went to the retro game store, they were like out of everything. It was so, I mean, good, again, good for them. I think I mentioned this last time. But, you know, good for them for selling all their stuff, but like, I want things. So I'm gonna try a different store next time I go out to buy stuff. I thought they were gonna be open today, and I was actually gonna go out, but they're not, because it's New Year's Day and they have the right to take off, which is fine. I'll go tomorrow. They also sell Magic cards there. It's like one of the only times I talk to people about Magic is when I go to that store. I've fallen out. I've switched over to Flesh and Blood. If you know what Flesh and Blood is and you're watching this video, that's like already a crazy coincidence that like 2 people in the world are talking about it. But it's a really cool game. If you're like, man, like I want to play Magic, but it's so hard to buy all the cards and get into it because it's been established for over 25 years. You should look into Flesh and Blood because it's really cool. It's a really, really cool game. And I think a really good like sign of just like the fact that it's a good game, regardless of like collectible value, which I know a lot of people are into too when it comes to card games, is within one day, my girlfriend and I opened 2 boxes. She has no experience playing card games at all. I tried to get her to play Magic once, and it just didn't click for her because Magic is overly complicated. We both picked up the game within the night, and we were having so much fun playing it. And on top of that, like every single match we played ended with both of us, or like one of us was at 0 health and the other one was at 1 health, and that's the only way to lose, right, is to run out of health. Like these games were so close down to the wire. Man, it was so fun. I cannot wait to play it again. And it relatively, compared to how much money I've spent on Magic the Gathering, and continue to spend on Magic the Gathering, it's pretty cheap. It's like 85 bucks retail for a booster box, and that's normally enough to build like a deck or 2. If 2 people want to build like bad decks, I don't want to say bad, like okay decks, decks that function the way they should, just kind of without some of those like nice cards. 1 box is fine. You and a friend can play and have the time of your life. We bought 2 and built 2 decks, like basically 1 box per deck, 1 deck per box. Sorry, and that worked out really well. I think we have some strong decks that keep the game very enjoyable while we're playing. I'm wondering if we should leave. Now we have 3 herb. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. Kaiser Krab. Look, I'm telling you, crabs have shown up everywhere in my life recently. Oh, God. Alright, so we're not ready to fight this crab. I think we're gonna have to accept our losses. We'll try to run. We're gonna try to run. Yeah, we're dead. Don is dead. Okay, so yeah, that crab just effed us up, man. All right, now the game's gonna start being a little more involved on me mentally, so I probably can't just sit here and ramble. I have 148 gold. Let's see if I can buy better armor. I think our damage is really, really good. I mean, we're one-hitting like every enemy except for the Kaiser Crab. So I think we should buy better. Like, we should buy a shield. I think that's a good goal. If we have to sell the hood we bought, so be it. That was a mistake on my part. Oh, we're not going to be able to afford that 300. We'll just... Wait, do we have a gauntlet anyway? Let me just double check. The first time I did a playthrough, I made the mistake of, like, actually just wasting money as I would, like, buy stuff and be like, oh, we can't use that, or, oh, I already have it, so I, like, don't want to make that mistake again. That's why this run has been... I'm at the... Pretty much... Oh, whoops, wrong button. I'm at the same place I was the first time I played, but, like, 2 levels lower, because I bought the short sword like immediately because I knew to do that. Or at least knew not to do what I did the first time, which was buy a bronze knife, realize I already had a bronze knife, sell a bronze knife, and then I have a loss of, what, like 30, 40 gold, and then and then I did the same thing with some other stuff. And obviously I did that with a cloth hood last episode, so I'm just, I'm not too sharp. I'm also talking so much in the background. It's a pleasure doing business with you, madam. I think that's a female. But it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, now let's equip that, right? Item, equip. Now we should have a lot more armor now. Short sword. There we go. So, yeah, that gives us 6 armor. So, we have no headgear, but we're gonna go back into the dungeon. We'll try not... I think there were some paths. I happened to just go down the path that leads me to the Kaiser Krab and didn't go down all the other ones. So maybe we can find some treasure. There might be one with gold in it. That's worth our while, so we'll have to see. But yeah, this game is very enjoyable. When I was playing Dragon Warrior, the original one on the NES, man, it was fun at first, but it was so, like, you go into dungeons and the dungeons didn't feel good. This dungeon feels good, you know? Like you have to actively remember where you're going, and like fighting enemies isn't a drag because it's actually like you want to level up, so you get happy, you get the dopamine when you level up, right? And I think the graphics in this game are awesome. I mean, I know it's a tiny little square, where like the viewport is, but I mean, I think the monsters look so cool. The music isn't too repetitive yet. Hopefully it changes as we go to like different layers of the labyrinth. I assume what's gonna happen is I'm gonna find a key, and then there's a door like kind of right towards the beginning of the labyrinth. Then I'm gonna be able to open the door and continue on my quest in the labyrinth. But that might not be for a while. We'll see. This is a long game, so I don't really know what the structure is. Yeah, thinking about other games I was gonna play. I mentioned I got Jewel Master for the Genesis, which has the best box art I think ever. I did the same thing again, man. It's like, for me, some people are gonna look at it and be like, "That I would never buy that game. It looks stupid." But it's just like this guy's hand, and he has like a bunch of like really like D&D over the top magical rings on his hand, and he has his like pointer finger out kind of like this, and it's like shooting fire onto like this phoenix or something, which that's kind of stupid. Why would you shoot phoenix with fire? It probably doesn't deal any damage, or it's not very effective, but that doesn't matter. It looks really cool. I've heard it's a good game. Sadly, the other thing about the one video game store I go to a lot, and I mean, this isn't their fault, I can't blame them for this, but a lot of their Genesis games in box don't have the manuals. So I don't have the Shining in the Darkness manual, and I don't have the Jewel Master manual. When I got Risk from them, the Sega Genesis Risk, which actually I played it once with my friends, and it was that one playthrough was well worth the $6, I think, for the game. And there'll probably be another one next time I am able to see my friends. Oh, really? Okay, well. So yeah, if you're looking for a fun game on the Genesis that's probably really cheap at a local game store, get Risk. It was a lot of fun. That doesn't have a manual, though. And these old games, like, the manuals are important. When I was playing Toe Jam and Earl, Bronze Knight. I think I'm just going to sell that, right? Because what I'm using is better, correct? Oh, yeah. I'm just going to sell it. I basically just got money, but if I die, I don't lose any of it. So that's good. I should have tapped the pit worm first. It's those tiny little mistakes that are probably gonna, well, I guess it's not gonna bite me in the bum, but those are the ones that are gonna bite me if I'm not paying too much attention. But I don't have to pay a lot of attention yet. But yeah, I mean, I also love having the boxes. If I beat this game and like really continue to enjoy it as much as I am now, I'll definitely just buy the manual third party so I have a complete set. The box was also, and the cartridge were severely damaged, man. There was like I think it was from a library, the game, because it had a barcode on the back. So I guess that was used to rent the game or whatever. So I think I did a really good job of getting all these stickers on, but it wasn't like the sticker was on like the plastic outside, and I could probably just like buy a replacement Genesis case, put the insert in. It was on the paper insert. No, I think I want to go this way, right? So, like, I had to take stickers off the paper insert, and there's like a little bit of damage to the box, but I'd say if it were to be graded, it would be like a 4 out of 10, which really isn't that bad. Oh, another chest. Yeah, I missed both these chests. I got another herb. Okay. Oh. Oh, it goes back in the chest. Good. That's good to know. So, I have a full inventory. What do I have? What does a wisdom seed do? I would assume that it, like, gives me mana. We can leave the herb there and get it next time, I think. Because we have 2 on us. Maybe on our way back, we'll go and grab the herb. I think that's a good plan. Yeah, I mean, I'm hopefully not the first one to tell you that these old video game, like, booklets are filled with information. I think I got interrupted. I was saying, when I was playing Toe Jam and Earl, and I was, like, lost in the game and, like, what to do, I read through that a little bit, and I was like, damn, like, there's a lot of information here. This is good. This helped me learn what all the items do and like, how to play the game. Sorry, I'm confused that, like, I equip the item, but it still takes up room in my inventory. That's so frustrating. Like, I'm wearing it. I mean, I guess it's like a weight thing, right? Alright, that's a dead end. I do love the music. When you finally get to hear the full rotation of the music, it's pretty good. See, that was a good move, killing the Dark Bat first, because these man-apes suck. Gotta readjust the tier list. I made more grilled cheeses with my glorified toaster that makes grilled cheeses, and they turned out pretty good. Again, I'm a huge fan of grilled cheeses that don't use butter. I'm a bigger fan of grilled cheeses that do use butter, but you know, if you could find a way to make a grilled cheese and not soak the bread in oil, you have like a pretty good snack. And especially this toaster thing is so easy to use. I mean, you put it in like a little, like, it looks like a fry cook, like in a deep fryer cage, and it kind of looks like that, but for a toaster. Is this where the Kaiser Krab is? It might be. And yeah, you just press the button down. Good grilled cheese. I ordered pizza yesterday. It was pizza night. Pizza night is the last day of the week that I have work. No exceptions. No, this is not the Kaiser Krab. The Kaiser Krab's that way. So what's over here? Dead end. So yeah, I ordered pizza, a local pizza place that is really, really good. They've yet to disappoint me. And I ordered a pizza with sliced tomatoes and banana peppers, and I have half of that waiting for me now. They also make great salads, and the one thing that not all pizza places have is they have the best fried pickles. The fried pickles outmatch their pizza. That's already good, like 1,000 to 1. These fried pickles are so good, and they're like pickle spears. Man, and every time they deliver them to me, they're hot too, and it's like, oh my god. And they have like fried zucchini, and they have other fried things. But every time I find myself going back to the pickles, man. They're so freaking good. That's actually a good thing if you're like bored, which you probably have a lot of time on your hands because quarantine, and if you're like looking for something to make food wise, I would recommend learning how to pan fry food. And a great thing to start with is pickles. Even if you don't like pickles, you should still, once in your life, pan fry your own pickles, man. It's so good. I think deep fried, or not deep fried, pan fried pickles are what made me like pickles more. I'm still not at a point where I can, like, just open the jar of pickles and just, like, eat them straight. But, ooh, what are you? What do you mean? Is this like a statue? Okay. Lots of thought. Yeah. Frying pickles, it was a lot of fun. Oh. Do I need a lock? Oh, yeah, I guess that door's locked. I need to get a key for it. Okay. You know, in my household, we have a saying that's like, and it's, by we have a saying, I mean my mom would say that to me as a kid to make me eat the foods I didn't want to. It's like after you try something 7 times, you pretty much just like it. And although I don't necessarily agree with the number 7, I do agree with the idea that if you just keep trying to eat something, you'll eventually like it. Which... Oh no, it's the Kaiser Krab! I'm an idiot! It's doing 20 damage. Come on. Ah! Let me go! I'm dead. Shoot! I feel so dumb. I thought the Kaiser Krab wasn't that way. I don't know why, but long trail of torches probably indicates a boss. I I don't know how I forgot that that happened the first time. Damn, I feel stupid. Okay, that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. We'll keep going. I do this, and I'm sure you're watching it. All however many people are watching the video, like, what the hell is he doing? That's a Kaiser Krab, idiot. You suck. Let me sell my bronze knife. Oh, so it looks like each party member will have their own inventory, which is cool. 75 gold! Heck yes! Can I buy a helmet? Oh, no, wait. Oh. Let's try that again. I still don't think I need a new weapon. I'm one-hitting all of the enemies. I don't think they have any deals, right? Oh wow, that's expensive. Okay, let's just buy a normal helmet. I don't think I'm at the point in this game where I can benefit from a deal. Oh, it's 300 gold. Okay, we gotta save up for that. It might take a couple more dives in the dungeon, but I think we can make that. I ordered my my pizza from Grubhub, and normally, you know, Grubhub will, they always say this. They always say, hey, your delivery is going to come between... Yesterday it was 6:35 and 6:45 or something. And it was like 6:05 when I read this. So I was like, I have 30 minutes to take a shower. And like, I don't take quick showers. I take normal length human showers. Like, you know, 10 minutes, sometimes 15. But even now, since my skin's so bad, it's even shorter. I mean, I try to get in and out as fast as I can while still washing myself. And by the time I was done with the shower, the guy was banging at my door. And my dog was barking, and I was like, crap, just leave it outside! And I had to go out and grab it while I was in my towel. Which is kind of embarrassing. And it was cold, and my hair was wet. But I felt bad. Like, I hate being that guy that just, like, makes someone have to wait for them. But, again, the food was hot. Those pickles were... They were, like, almost burnt my mouth when I took a bite into one, so it's okay. Although the box was damaged that the pickles were in, so it comes with a little bit of marinara sauce. And that was damaged. It's a little sad, but that's okay. So if you're looking for a New Year's resolution, though, you should, maybe that should be your thing. Be like, I'm gonna try and eat more foods I don't like, so that I eventually like them. I did that with tomatoes. I did that with beets, peppers. I used to like hate all of these things, and then now, tomatoes. I could probably eat a whole tomato, just like an apple. It just takes some time. I mean, it's also like part of growing up and maturing. Your taste buds mature. That's not to say if you don't like tomatoes, you're immature. because you could. I mean, there are things I don't like olives. I am a Greek Italian-blooded individual that still can't really stomach an olive. Just kind of embarrassing. It's the one thing about myself I think I would change. That's a lie. I'd probably change some other things, but like I have flaws, and there's some flaws I don't want to change because they help you make who you are. But I think by changing the way I feel towards olives would have zero impact on who I am and who I've developed myself into, and it would allow me to eat olives and not be made fun of by other Greek people and my family. So I think that's the one thing I would change. But I could just, I have been trying. Every time I get like the salad from the pizza place and it has olives on it, I try. Look, I just can't do it. I don't know why. I mean, something's wrong with me. It must be it. If this video hits 100,000 likes, I'll do an acapella cover of this song. But if it hits 100,000 likes and you don't want to hear that, I won't make it if you don't want to hear it. I won't put you through that. I'll only make it if you want me to. So don't be like, oh, this was a great video, but he's really bad at singing. Don't say that because it would actually hurt my feelings a little bit. Don't let that be the reason you don't like the video, is what I'm saying. But if you do want to hear the acapella cover of Shining in the Darkness Battle Theme 1, do like the video. Share it with your friends. I feel bad at obviously it's like the end. Okay, this is 3 steps in a row now. Obviously it's the end of the work week and I didn't have work and I was like not very productive yesterday. And I mean I don't know about you, and this isn't me being like trying to say like I'm cool or I'm like a good worker or anything, but like I do feel bad about, I don't want to say myself, but I'm not like happy when I finish the workday and I didn't get a lot done, right? And yesterday in particular, I was just like, well, my mind was elsewhere, man. I wanted to play my VR headset. I had a little bit of a headache, and I just wanted the long weekend. And I did not get like anything done. Not that I didn't get anything. I got stuff done, and I've been pretty productive throughout the whole break. So I was able to kind of work slow, but I didn't want to work slow. There's always stuff to do. And I was like, man, like 5 o'clock hit. I'm not supposed to leave till 5:30. And I was like, you know what? Like, I just can't work anymore. Like, it's the holiday. Like, so be it. I'm just gonna leave early. Like, screw it. And when I left, my car was the only one there. So I didn't feel as bad. Granted, a lot of people work from home, but let's just assume that those people were all done too. Working from home is an interesting thing, right? I don't know if you've had the chance to do it, but you really need to, like, it's like studying, right? When you study in the library, sometimes you do better because it's like a different area, and you really need to, like, whatever you are good at studying with is what you need to do when you work from home, and to keep your focus up, because when you have a tiny chihuahua who's really annoying and barks at you all the time, it's very easy to get distracted. And also when you're like, oh, like 3 feet away from me, I have my video game consoles. I could just play those now at work. Not that I'm gonna do it, but just the fact that they're there, like, they do actively distract me. So I try to do like a I have the option to work from home, so I try to do like a 75-25 or like 70-30 split. 70% of the time I'm in the office because I get more work done there. I also have to do stuff in a lab, so that I just can't do at home. And sometimes it's just distracting here, you know, like there are a lot of kids, so they'll be outside, and you could like finally, you know, you've been a little distracted, and you're like, no, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna put the phone away, and I'm gonna work like really hard for the next, I don't know, like the rest of the day, and all of a sudden you hear a kid outside like screaming, which it's not the kid's fault. He's allowed to have fun. That's not what I'm saying, but you know, it's like, oh man, like because that happened. Now I lost my focus again, and I have to kind of like rebuild that. I'm also relatively young and new to the workforce, and it's definitely something that takes getting used to. Either way, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if I wanted to check if I took the herb from the treasure chest. I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did, because if I did, my inventory would be full. So I took the herb that I had in my inventory and then forgot to open the chest. I think we might just need to do some grinding here. Well, we should check our money situation. So we can get that helmet. I don't want to sell the cloth hood. I know it was a mistake, but hopefully it'll come back in the future. It'll be like, good thing I bought that cloth hood. Alright, level 8, that's good. Do I get heal at this level? No. I don't even know if heal is a thing. I think it is in this game. I think I eventually learn heal. Maybe not, though. So let's see my money. Do I see my money here? Oh, I think it's in status. If I go to status. There you go. Experience. Gold 343. Yeah, I think we're good to go back. Couldn't even turn around! I think we're gonna go back and we'll save up and we'll bring this episode to a close, but I'm gonna continue playing. So again, I want to keep with it daily videos is the goal. So sadly, you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. And this video should be coming out tomorrow. Is my goal. I'm gonna release the first one today, and then the next one will come out January 2nd, and then the one after that. So this one will come out January. Sorry, this one will come out January 2nd. Even though it's January 1st now. And then the one after that will come out January 3rd. And then 4th and so on. I want to get into a good routine of, like, during the day. Like, just, you know, it takes about an hour, right? You record it. I play the game straight for, you know, 30 to 40 minutes. And then I have to make a thumbnail and, like, you know, come up with a couple of other things. I need to come up with the title and all that stuff. And then upload it. So it's about an hour and a half endeavor. So I need to come up with a good time during the day to do that. Oh, weekends are a great time to do that, though. So, you know, if I can, you know, add up to a backlog on the weekend, and then I can skip a couple days during the week. That would be good. We'll see. It's all a work in progress. Again, I'm really just playing these to play the game, and I actually did a little research on Shining in the Darkness playthroughs that exist on YouTube. There was a couple. But I thought it was worthwhile. I didn't feel like I was just like, oh great, another Shining in the Darkness playthrough. You know, I don't want to be that guy. Like that's why, you know, I'm not gonna stream Cyberpunk. Like everyone did that. When I stream things, I try to make sure I'm doing something different. You know, I did stream Fall Guys for a little bit, so I guess if you knew that, then you know I'm a filthy liar. But no, I do honestly try to do things a little. I don't want to be like I'm different. I just try to do things that you can't see as much, right? I mean, I have retro games to beat. I'm not really gonna emphasize, you know, me doing a playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog. Like I might do one, but that would probably just, you know, be on stream like one day when I'm like, I just want to play Sonic today because it's a good game. I'm not saying these games aren't good. I mean, there's a reason they're so popular. So. But yeah, it's good to have played. This is a long game too. It's kind of hard to. I feel like I might get halfway through and be like, I don't want to play this anymore. But we'll see. Yeah, and if there's ever a game, again, I'm gonna say this every episode till the end of time, but if there's ever a game you want to see, then literally just let me know. Like, I'm pretty easily swayed. I have room for you know, to make a couple other videos every now and then. So I will beat this game. But you know, if there's a game you want to see, then let me know. I might play some Jewel Master today. That might make an appearance if I thought it was fun to play. We'll see. I would say most of my Genesis games I've either beaten or where do I go? I've either beaten or I've gotten far enough to say I've beaten it. So it's good that this game is long because most of my backlog exists, I think, in the NES. There's also some in the N64, and those are the only consoles that I have games for. I have like no games. I have 2 games for the 32X. I have Doom and Virtual Racing. And I play Virtual Racing every now and then. It's very fun. And Doom is bad, so that port of Doom is bad. The music is. There are worse ports of Doom. Have you seen? There's a video online. It's like worst Doom port speedruns or speedruns of bad Doom ports, I think it's called. Oh my god! I thought the 32X was one of the bad ones because of how bad the sound was, and then I was like, oh, like these are terrible. The Sega Saturn one is like one of the worst, and the Sega Saturn is like technologically advanced in comparison. So, no, it's just funny. You put some good background as to why the games ended up that way, too. So, no, I love Doom. I never played Doom 3, but I've played Doom 1. I've beaten the first Doom. I think I've beaten the second one. It was so long ago. The Doom was one of the games, it was one of my power outage games where we get a power outage, so I couldn't play, like, online stuff. But if we had the generator up and running, I think we had it on the Xbox Live Arcade, so I'd hook up the Xbox. I think I go this way, actually. Nope. I was wrong. I am so lost right now. Yeah, we did like hook up the Xbox. I played through Doom. I know I played the first one, and I know I had the second one. I just don't know if I beat it. Yeah. There aren't a lot of Sega 32X games, but I do want to get more. I obviously want Knuckles Chaotix. I know, I've heard it's not that great. It's got that weird, like, tethered ring thing, but I still want to try it. And I'm sure it's not bad, right? It can't be bad. It's Sonic, dude. It's 2D Sonic. That's what I should have said. It's 16-bit 2D Sonic. It can't be bad. I remember when Sonic 06 came out. We were so excited for that game. What a letdown. Like, if you're out there saying, man, Cyberpunk, what a disappointment. Just remember that Sonic 06 happened. This is not the right way. I don't know why I'm going this way. It's the wrong way. But we're getting a lot of cave slugs, so maybe it is the right way. Yeah, like that is a true letdown. Like, Cyberpunk's still pretty cool, and it's... In comparison to Sonic 06, Cyberpunk is a functional game. Alright, this is... I'm just clarifying this is the wrong way, right? Yeah, this is definitely the wrong way. Okay. We're gonna get out of here. Where's the escape rope? Why isn't this like Pokemon? If anything, we're just getting gold. We're grinding a little bit. We're getting familiar with the dungeon. Because I don't think we've ever actually walked out this way, right? Every time we've left, it's because we've left earlier than this point in the dungeon. Or we died. So I think it's good to, you know... I can't just like sit there and mirror everything in my head. I really got to think about how to get out. And I don't have this chunk of the dungeon stored in RAM yet, you know? I have to like dig deeper and you know, all of my cores are being used right now in my brain CPU, so I can't quite access the hard drive to figure out where the exit is. No, this is a dead end. I knew that. Okay. Not a lot of options here. That's good. I like when I don't have to make a decision as to turn left or right. We're gonna get out of here. And we're gonna... This way? No, that's a treasure chest. Bro, it's every step now! Again, no, we gotta think of it. We're getting a lot of money. And I don't think we're gonna need to use the herb, so that's pretty good. Oh, can't even break out into a little scrolling through the dungeon story. I was gonna say, for Christmas, my brother got me this like old school Sega logo. I think it's acrylic, maybe it's epoxy, where it's like the top row is a blue LED, and it's made of a clear plastic or something of that nature. And it's like almost two layers, and the front layer is flat, and the back layer is etched out Sega. And the light shines from above it and like illuminates the Sega logo, and it's like right in front of me, and it's, dude, this thing, it's so cool looking. I'm a sucker for those old signs. I have a Budweiser sign that's it's like a tube fluorescent bulb light, and it lights up, and then there's like a mirror or something to illuminate the whole front, and it says pizza with Budweiser. No, it just says pizza Budweiser. There's no with. And then I have a Genesis sign, and it looks like, unless you're like right up next to it, it looks like it's like Genesis, this like little marble, oh my god, little marble like slab, and then beer and ale below it. But if you plug it in the wall and you turn on the light, that thing that kind of looked like marble is actually like a guy fishing. It's pretty cool. So, I have a Coors Light clock. I don't know, I'm just talking about beers that I don't think are good, but I definitely like the signs. I love neon lights. I had a neon light once. It was like a small tabletop open sign, and I put it on top of my college house fridge for parties because it was like relatively safe there. This is a neon light, and I didn't want to get knocked over, so I put it on top of the fridge where it's safe. And I come home. They had a party without me, with my, I was okay with it. But I'm sitting, I was 30 minutes away or something, doing some like other extracurricular activity, and someone's like, dude, there's broken glass on the floor, just letting you know, like, your open sign broke during the party, and there's like broken glass everywhere, like, what should we do? And I was like, I don't know, clean up the glass, make sure that neon gas isn't going to be toxic, which it's not, don't worry about that. And I was like, guys, like, I hope the party was good, but I really don't want my neon sign back. Like, this thing's like $40. Like, am I gonna get it back? I never got it back. Okay, I know where I am now. So that was the only neon sign I had, and then it broke. But whenever I go to antique stores, which is rare, like, I'd say once a month, we'll go. We'll spend... I don't spend a lot of money there, but I always look at the signs. But they're so damn expensive. I think we're gonna make it out of here, fellas. I think I figured out the exit. I don't even think I need to take that... I didn't need to take that herb either. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Wow, we made it out. Sweet. Alright, we're gonna heal up, and we're gonna save. And then, yeah, I'll end the video there. So thank you all. Oh, it gets a little loud here. Hold up. Thank you all for watching, making it this far. If you're enjoying the content in this series, give me a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if there's something you don't like or anything you want to see changed or any other game you want to play, or just if you want to say hello. Follow me on Twitch, NaughtyRockTHG. Instagram, I think it's the same handle. If you just want to, I don't know, just want to like get a free follower on Instagram, and I'll say hi, and I'd love to see what other people are up to. But other than that, have a good one. But I'm gonna hit yes because I'm gonna keep playing. So see you then. Take care. Stay safe. Happy 2021, everyone.